All right, now the name Corning is synonymous with glass, and the $35 billion Corning Incorporated is the world's biggest maker of glass for flat panel televisions. The company also produces many other components, including optical fiber and cable for the telecommunications industry. Corning stock jumped last month on earnings and is up almost 17% this year. But can the rally continue? Here to help us answer that question is the Chief Financial Officer of Corning, James Flaws. Jim, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it. Let's talk about Gorilla Glass. I mean, it's used in TVs, it's used in iPads, it's used in iPhones. What kind of market share are you looking at? Because you don't have a lot of competition out there.
So we have very high market share. We're first mover advantage. It's not well known. We're actually on our fourth version of Gorilla. The product keeps getting stronger. So we're very confident this year that the business will grow from about $250 million last year to approach $1 billion. So close to a 4-time multiple. So we're feeling pretty good about it.
How is pricing there? Because I know Dragon Tail is another product that people have been talking about a lot. Are you seeing more entrants into the market?
Well, we really only have two entrants of any significance. It's us and Asahi. People are catching on to this name, Dragon Trail, but we've actually been competing with Asahi for several years. So we believe our product is stronger, and I think it shows the fact that they're aiming for only about $300 million of sales in 2012. We're aiming for $1 billion in 2011.
You know, Jim, your stock's been doing really well this year. It's definitely outpacing the S&P. It's up about 15% so far this year. Most analysts rank it a buy. They like it. But one thing, there's one concern is about LCDs and how they account for about 90% of your profits. Some are worrying that that sector is decelerating. Is it?
Well, the growth has been slowing for a while as we've gotten to full penetration, but we're actually at our investor meeting tomorrow going to talk about why we think the growth will last longer than many people, particularly because we're about to enter a phase where we're starting to see more replacements, people replacing more CRTs with flat panels, and actually people starting to replace their first flat panels with new flat panels as the televisions are better. So we don't think the era of growth is over.
What about China in all of this?
So China is the world's largest opportunity now for LCD televisions, and they're building panel capacity, and we're actually building our first melting factory there. It'll open in 2012. Overall, we're investing about $1 billion in capital in China.
Is the administration doing enough? And I bring this up because your CEO sat, I believe, in the box with the First Lady during the State of the Union address. There's
quite
been
an honor.
It is quite an honor. There are a lot of businesses that still say it's very, very difficult to do business in China.
Well, we've been doing business in China for over 25 years, and we think that you just have to compete. You have to compete by having the best product in terms of performance. You've got to have the lowest cost position, which is what we always try to do. So we're not afraid to compete in China. We are there with all our major products.
And can you also master the market share in China? Because it doesn't seem like the government would be too keen on a foreign company coming in, taking the #1 spot in market share in something this important and not sort of, sharing a piece of the pie with them.
Well, we're there with wholly owned entities. We don't have foreign partners there. The government actually incented us to bring our glass melting to China, to Beijing, to support a local panel maker. But with our leading market share and the quality of our product, we think the Chinese government is welcoming us to that market.
So is there anything else that you think the Chinese government should be doing, and vice versa? What about the U.S. government? You know, the administration was under a lot of criticism for not being pro-business. Have they turned the corner on that? Let's tackle that one first.
Well, I think we were quite delighted by hearing the president talk about lowering corporate tax rates. I mean, one of the problems for us as a company that competes worldwide is most of our competition is foreign, and they experience lower corporate tax rates than what we do. So we were delighted to see him mention that.
Do you think he's going to do more than just talk about it?
Well, we have to leave that up to Congress, but we did see some progress on taxes in the fourth quarter also. So we're hopeful. We'd like to see that because our competition, particularly in Asia, enjoys much lower tax rates than American companies.
So one of the things the president talks about a lot is companies as big and as successful as yours doing so well also overseas with so much cash generated over there. Bring that back and hire more people here. What's the job situation look like for Corning?
Well, we're adding jobs in this country. We brought $1 billion back last year from what we earned offshore. We're expanding our R&D center in Corning. It's about a $300 million expansion. In Kentucky, we're spending a couple $100 million to expand capacity to make Gorilla. And also, we hope to be making a brand new product for photovoltaics for thin film solar panels, and we're going to do that in Kentucky. So we are doing that.
5 seconds. We've turned the corner in terms of the economy. Do you feel pretty confident about that?
We feel pretty good about the economy. We're not looking for hyper growth, but we think it'll be slow but steady growth.
All right. Good luck at tomorrow's meeting. Jim, thank you so much.
Thank you, Carol.
Jim Flaws of Corning.